Hi, my name is Peter Shire. This recording is for GRBA853. I'm a member of Group 7. We're supposed to, in this briefing, describe the key points of our consideration for our base company and how we decided to select our strategies for that one. First, we considered Google as an option for our base company. Some things we liked about it were the amount of available press. Everybody was familiar with its major product. However, we disliked attempting to divide the individual companies of Google, the search business versus AdWords versus all the other little bits like Gmail and all that, and the new recent rebranding of Google and Alphabet and that whole mix makes it a lot more difficult. Another thing that was difficult was just trying to choose the sectors in which Google operates. Is it just technology, just search, advertising, email again? Very difficult. So we considered some other options. Our second option was Hilton. One thing we liked about Hilton was that it's industry specific. It's got the exact opposite issue as Google, where it's Hilton, it's hospitality, it's luxury hotels, we thought. We like the specificity of its sector. Hospitality is a wide-ranging sector, but Hilton's offerings in it aren't restaurants, they aren't coffee shops, they're hotels. Hilton does hotels. Hilton also has a lot of available press, just like Google. Hilton's a widely known brand. They have to talk with their shareholders all the time. And again, we were familiar with its brand, its products, and its locations. We've all used hotels, even Hilton branded hotels, it turned out, as we looked into their sub-brands. And so we decided to select Hilton based on these considerations. So we did a SWOT analysis, identified some major opportunities for Hilton, and from these selected 3 of our alternatives. First, we thought about horizontal integration by acquiring HomeAway, which is an Airbnb competitor. It was recently acquired by Expedia, but everyone over at HomeAway is very unhappy with this acquisition. Expedia has just added fees. They haven't really improved any of the services. They've just made it more expensive to do the things people were already doing. One thing we learned in our SWOT analysis was that Hilton already has a wide variety of entries into the hospitality market. They aren't just the giant Hilton towers. They also have several sub-brands, including some that allow them to acquire bed and breakfast hotels, acquire smaller, mid-range hotels. They have sub-brands for each one of these, which is sort of an interesting thing that we didn't know going into it. But because they do have all those different sub-brands, we thought that acquiring an Airbnb competitor would be a good way to just have them expand a little more into this disruptive portion of their industry. Our second alternative was vertical integration through acquiring a supplier company like Roomkey. Roomkey helps travelers source and then purchase hotel rooms. Hilton already has a partial ownership of Roomkey, and so this alternative is pretty simple from an ownership standpoint. They would just increase their stake, and then we'd describe how they would integrate it more further with their operations. Finally, we considered increasing the presence of Hilton hotels and sub-brands in the Caribbean, a growing market. It's got few hotels anywhere except for the major cities. Also, the opening of trade with Cuba means that there's probably going to be much increased potential for hotels, for just capitalism in general in the Caribbean. And there's increasing numbers of retirees going on cruises. There's generally increasing development in the Caribbean, more major cities, and all these allow Hilton to consider expanding its presence in the area, and we're going to discuss that. Professor Sabora selected the acquisition of HomeAway from our alternatives, so we'll be focusing on horizontal integration and competition with Airbnb, some of the benefits of acquiring HomeAway, some of the things that Expedia isn't getting, and some of what Hilton could offer Expedia to get HomeAway away from them. And we'll be talking about the sub-brands that they already have and how they can integrate this with their ongoing operations. Again, I'm Peter Shire from Group 7, GRBA853, and I look forward to hearing you guys' videos. Bye.